Okay, so what is the debate between Choto Mate as well as Burks? Why the hell is my camera gone, bro? There we go. Holy! Okay, wait. Alright. Wait. Where is Burks? Alright, the battle of the battle of chat. Alright,
the intertwining of fate.
Okay, so where did this thing start? Okay, so it started with... Oh, it's you. It's you. It's you, bro. Oh, it's you. Okay. Hold up. Okay, so this is the start of the conversation. And then you reply to this. So let's see whether... Yeah, I think we can send this for the clip channel, right? Bro, we haven't had this in like a really, very happy community bonding session, if I can say so myself, right? So, Chotomari, Evanesia literally has parallels to Aglaia. Same path, but one got buffed by the next support, the other didn't, and was using an old support Sunday for Aglaia, Huawei for Evanesia. But Aglaia never got a support. Do you see the parallels here? There's no guarantee a side push will get a support that works, but Anniversary Unit and Girlfriend has never gotten a boost later. Had never not gotten a boost later with a support. To which card is it? The thing is, anything you think of making support for Silver Wolf also buffs Evanesia. Unless they add a, if this unit buffs Silver Wolf level 99. To which is it, not really bro, I can think of something easily. The support converts certified bangers back into punchlines. Now, how would Evanesia use that when her scaling of certified bangers have a cap? Then Burks comes in with the 2-for-1 gangbang. That is just wrong. That would be the most insane buff for Evanesia because each aha instance will be 1000% energy. And you can just use a fast Evanesia. Okay, then then that card came in with her certified banger seeding have a cap and she can still get a lot of energy. Also, bro, I love I, bro. I hope you know every Elation needs to hold some certified bangers too. And then blah 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 energy blah blah blah, which is still close to the max blah 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 blah. And then this easily done with a minimum CB clause on the conversion. Yeah, sure, but Evanesia takes certified bangers from her teammates with a trace first, so this effect will benefit her much less. Okay. Where else? Where else is the here's the thingy. If they lose it, how does Evanesia convert? Is at the end of CB? And oh, it's Evanesia's mechanic. She converts a part of lost CB to her own, so there's no way to ignore that. Read, bro! Read! You know what? My top 5 trigger words of 2026 is read, tourist, larper. You know what? I'll keep this top 3, right? Read, bro. It's at the end of a certified banger, so if it gets converted back to punchlines, Evanesia's trace doesn't benefit now. What is this plot? Okay, you know what? Astrox, silence. They have no title if you are blah 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 blah. I friendly let them. Let's compare the attack skill DPS against the HP drain meta. CB and punch. Wait, where is it? Okay. Her E1 was really strong too, by the way. Again, Aglaia. Cyrene was at the end, bro. You want to wait until the end of 4.x to get your support. And then this is... Oh, so this is... I compare attack skill and DPS against HP. Okay, Kardik, silence. You're done, alright? Oh, shit! There we go. CB and Punchline came from the same source. Aglaia to Remembrance meta is a whole different thing. Same path doesn't make the situation similar. They still share the same path, and it's CB versus Punchline. And then this is where I got caught. I'm done. Evanesia literally has paired... Oh, it's the same...
The intertwining
Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Yes, okay, I see. Alright. Why do you think they will make things the exact same? Still, you can't deny if you are not anniversary unit or girl or boyfriend, you are not guaranteed a dedicated support. This is Firefly and Akali.
A kind of destiny.
Okay, Firefly and Akali is crazy. The Brig meta is a closer example, but they literally added need to be fine. That is what they need to do. They want to add it not be a support. Certified Banger is a conversion of punchlines. There's no way to make a support work for punchline without also helping Certified Banger generation. Nothing low caught you happy. So according to Choto, just make a support that takes CB away from Evanesia and not let her convert him. DOT dedicated support is for the whole team. Final was based on the boyfriend. I see. Started from dating village cause you called it out. Yeah, but it was also very obvious. Alright, so that is the context of the 3 main push guy versus 4-bit war. It is time for me to chime in, right? It is thank you for your participation. Alright, it is time for me to chime in as the HSR expert, right? So, very, very important distinction to be made over here. I don't think Aglaia is an example of Evanesia versus Silverwolf. Because while they are both remembrance, they fundamentally use different resources to deal damage. You might say Certified Bang and Punchlines, they are technically different resources, but you always convert Punchlines to Bangers without fail. Which is also why Sparksy has been shown to work with Evanesia, because while she generates Punchlines, which technically is not Bangers, right? She generates Punch, but like, at the end of every single aha instance, with those punchlines generated, it will still get converted for Evanesia to use as bangers for more stacks and more energy. Right? So this is not really the same as Aglaia, because like Aglaia and Casters, they legitimately use like a 0 overlap resource. One is you want to take damage with the HP and the drain and everything, and the other one is just like normal energy with like, you know, attack scaling, right? So I think Aglaia is not too good of an example to make. If I were to make a better parallel, I legit feel it's like Rappa and Firefly. You could say they made a support dedicated for Firefly as in Dahlia, right? And Dahlia technically has this trait that only works for 5 winners. Because, where was the fucking thing again? Yeah, like, okay, this is basically fuck you, Evanesia, right? So if they were to make a dedicated support for Silverwolf, and they give this, because this is technically pretty good for like, I mean, her kit is pretty good for like most break units, right? Every single break unit can use Dahlia. But this particular trace is like a fuck you, right? So unless you have this particular weakness, you go fuck yourself. You can't gain a benefit from this, and therefore you cannot get 100% energy in the case of Dahlia. So if they were to make the case for Evanesia and Silverwolf, they really need to single out that particular support. It doesn't just convert bangers to punchlines. They need to remove bangers. Like straight up. Like they cannot get bangers. Because if that support gives you punchline, you can still make use of punchline for Evanesia. It is just more backloaded. Right? Just like how Sparksy's kit is more backloaded, but it will still benefit Evanesia nonetheless. So if the dedicated support, they have to say something like, what's like a good example? Okay, like if the dedicated support, right, they say they convert allies certified bangers to hidden MMR. Not punchlines, hidden MMR. If they release a support that only converts straight up to hidden MMR, okay, then everyone else can go fuck itself, right? Because you can't do shit about it. But if it's always gonna be on the parallels of like punchlines and bangers, as long as that shit gets converted to other, it will always then go back to benefit Evanesia. But like the fundamental point that Choto Mate brought up, it's technically not fully wrong, because there's never a guarantee that you get a dedicated support. Especially if you're not a main push, right? Which I'm assuming why you use the Aglaia as an example, because Aglaia never got a dedicated support. Because she only got stuck with like Cyrene, right? You can E2 Cyrene, you can run a Tribi, right? Then a DHPD, that's pretty much it, right? But like, if you use another example, right? For example, Dahlia, for the two break DPS who both use super break damage, or even like Finon as a side push, but you know Finon's like a boyfriend, so if you don't want to use Finon, it's fine. Then the argument wouldn't really hold, because while they might not make a dedicated support for Silverwolf, that support might just indirectly benefit Evanescence to begin with. It's like they designed it for Silverwolf, but Evanescence just yoinked it. Do you remember how like they designed Anexa for D Herna to be a sub DPS, and then Anexa became a fucking main DPS? I think that will most likely be what will happen between the team conversations for Evanescence and Silverwolf. So, bottom line, I don't think Evanescence's team is complete. It's not even close, because whoever that EMC slot is, there's definitely gonna be an EMC upgrade, right? There is no way EMC stops at EMC, because there's gonna be a better EMC, 100%. So when that better EMC comes out, you slot that to either Evanescence or Silverwolf. And then the Elation sustain, unless the Elation sustain says, I give you hidden MMR. Otherwise, both DPS can also make use of the Elation sustain, right? So that is gonna be my 2 cents. Okay, I'm gonna reach out right now. Hold up. Oh. Why the hell is it that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Cyrene was end of version, bro. 3.0, 3.7. How long do you think Aglia mains wait for? Okay, Cholo, why do you keep using Aglia as an example though? Because it is true that, okay, like, I think the best way to see why Aglia doesn't make sense, right? Is like, you're saying that they released Evernight for, okay, what do we have to? Is that they released Evernight for Caceres. But Aglia obviously can't use Evernight. Why not they release Dahlia for Firefly, but Reba can also use Dahlia? And the reason why I say Aglia is different from the comparison here, despite both Aglia and Caceres being the same path, is that they completely do not share the same way of dealing damage. Which is why there's no way you give Evernight to Aglia. Right? But both Reba and Firefly, even if they're a different path, the way they deal damage is the exact same, right? You want to get super break multipliers and winners break efficiency. So that is my 2 cents. Firefly Reba is a good example, but if they don't have the E1 pattern and they share the exact same team anyway. I see your point where E1 Evanescence is more useful than E1 Silverwolf. Therefore, you think E1 Aglia is more useful than E1 Caceres. So I see your point, right? I see your point. But wouldn't Reba's E1 be way less useful compared to Firefly's E2? And therefore, you peak out with Reba at E1 anyways. Just like how you peak out at E2 with Firefly, right? I mean, the E1 shares a pattern of crazy strong. Yeah, like they are both crazy strong. Like Reba's E1, is Reba's E1 not like her best in stock upgrade like back in those days? Even though Reba is washed. It fixes the problem of her running out of energy, like completely. Because this was like her number 1 issue after you exit the seal form state. So you get this E1 to get almost 100% uptime and you get defense door. Right? This is a crazy strong E1. But Firefly's E1, well, it is good, right? I mean, Firefly's E1 is pretty good, right? You get the skill point. But like the big upgrade for Firefly is the E2. Just like how the big upgrade for Silverwolf is the E2. Right? Right? Is it as important as it? Okay, the reason why I just don't see this Aglia argument is because they just don't deal the damage the same way. And if they are gonna be dealing the damage a completely different way, why are we still using that as a comparison? Because both Evanescence and Silverwolf, they already proved that you can use Sparksy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the best reason why it's not Aglia, right? Can Aglia use Evernight? No. But Evanescence can use Sparksy, right? So that is why I think it is not too shabby. Okay, like this, this, completely fair, right? If they want to exclude Evanescence for whatever fucking reason, I think that is 100% fair. Like I just said, if they want to say this unit has to have the name Silver Wolf level 999, this unit must have hit. Like if they want to do that, sure. But like just going off of like general, like unless they have like specific like read it, go fuck yourself, except Silver Wolf, then you can't really say the Evanescence team is complete because there's always the ability to make use of the supports for Silver Wolf, unless the support says that. And even for Dahlia, right? And even for Dahlia, even if Dahlia has this trace where it is for fire characters, she still works with Rabbi and Boodle because the rest of her kit still works. So even if the Silver Wolf support has that one line for Silver Wolf, I'm pretty sure she's still gonna work with Evanescence. Yeah? So hopefully that settles the debate. If we have any other questions, you guys can duke it out in VIP lounge. A good example is okay. I don't want to use Final because Final is a boyfriend, right? So let's. I really see like the parallels in a Super Break team, and not so much like boyfriend girlfriend, right? Like I see the double Elation compared to the double Super Break DPS because they both deal damage the same way. Because at the end of the day, Final deals attack scaling damage, and he doesn't use Evanescence at all, right? Whereas the Break team is at the closest because all the Break DPS, they share the same supports. Just like how all the Break DPS, they want Yao Guang. I mean, not Yao Guang, fuck. They want Fugue, they want Dahlia, they want HMC, they want the same sustains. But Final and Castris is like a lot of difference, right? So, I think we can get that for the clip channel. TLDR, MrPokke settles a war for Evanescence.
Hey, babe, whether we need a cost system to ban Firefly Guy.
Oh my goodness, chat. We literally just spent like, I think like 1.5 hours having discussion-based streams, which is very, very interesting. You can be parasocial with Silver, but holy shit, reducing credibility. But this is this 7 is good, right? It's like not really even war. It's just like talking with chat, right? I'm like hella chill, bro. I'm really hella chill. It's just very interesting to just talk about HSR and meta because at the end of the day, Goril is my favorite gacha game. So thank you for dropping by and listening to our yap. But unfortunately, it does appear that with all our time yapping, I don't think we are gonna be able to do our currency war anymore. Because I kind of want to do a little bit more with the E2 side. Okay, like discussion is kind of chill on stream unless people that get out of context and they're making the war. Then it is what it is. But like, where else can you like yap with people like HSR? Like, I can't yap with anyone about HSR, bro. Right? Like, this is one of those rare times you can. And Silver Wolf Evanescence is like one of the topic of the year because there are so many conflicting opinions about Silver Wolf and Evanescence. Right? It is like, I think today has been like one of the more like the least LARP / tourist / like whatever. Like, it's the most informational, the most guide maker-esque I could possibly be in a very, very long time. Because usually we always do showcases and it's really not so much like serious discussions about chat in the HSR meta. So pretty interesting, pretty nice. Can they kiss instead? No, they cannot because that means there will be no war and that will be very, very bad if I can say so myself. Wait, give me 1 second over here. Yo, not talking with chat, more like talking with Twitch. Bro, I love talking with YouTube, but unfortunately, YouTube frogs just say things like this. Hold up. So YouTube frogs says things like, God real is God real. Super Break Evanescence. Final has me. Hey. So the discussion on YouTube Frog is a little bit less like interactive essentially, but I do love YouTube Frog though, right? It's about as interactive as Twitchers, kickers. So it is very, very nice. Name 10 of my chatters. All right, Arun Slayer, Fried Chicken 8967, Kisuchi 6809, C Cheese, W3761, Drake Hound 2244, Take Your Time to Think, Jim SDDM8S, Sakur Y, Pavwadis 4291, HawQ01, HawQ01, Starlink. Okay, I actually have a question for YouTube folks. Why the fuck does like 90% of YouTube viewers have numbers in their username? Are y'all okay? But I think like more than half of the YouTube chatters is like XXX number. Cause YouTube need numbers in username. Wait, really? Mine is just MrPokke though. Oh, it's bots. It's B-Boop. I see. Slender as fuck. Okay, Prime 25W. Are you really gonna say I'm slandering YouTube when your name is literally Prime 25W? Really, my man? Like, come on, bro. Right, at least have like Prime. Right, Prime W. Right, before saying that. Okay. You have cooled your last cool, my man.